everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give an update on my Bridgerton walking dress project. I know I really haven't been updating or posting updates, but this has been a journey, and I realized I did post on YouTube about it and I don't think anybody saw it, neither here nor there. So I wanted to make a proper video to update you guys on what has been happening behind the scenes. Originally, I started this dress and I was using the Mood Fabric Bridgerton pattern, and I talked about it in the first video. You can get the link here somewhere, it'll be there. I talked about it in the first video and I was excited. I wasn't going to use the overlay, but I love the elements of the dress. I did a mock-up and it did not fit me well. It was just ill-fitting and it just did not work out. I had to take a step back and try to figure it out because I really wanted this project done, right? What I ended up doing is creating my own pattern from scratch. That in itself was a new area for me, but I created it, and you'll see in this video, I made a mock-up of that. It fit like I wanted it to fit, so I wasn't mad about that. You'll see the clips of the progress, so you'll see the mock-up, you'll see me talking about the fabric and the dilemma I have with the fabric. You'll see me pressing, you'll see me sewing, and you'll get all the little steps that went into making this project come to life. Now, every project is not just about the final result. There are always problem solving, learning. There's always adjustments that you have to make when you're sewing. And it's one of the reasons why sewing is always such a personal time for me, because I'm creating something, but it's also self-care, and it also gives my mind the ability to problem solve. And that definitely happened during this project. I am really, really excited to show you what I have so far. But as always, before I can even finish the project, we ran into another problem. So if you get all the way to the end of the video, there's going to be another problem that arises. And it turns out that one detail can be a little bigger than expected. So watch the journey so far. Stay tuned, because I am going to make a final update where I'm going to hopefully fix that problem and show you the final result of the Bridgerton walking dress. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So come on this journey with me. Hey everyone. So I'm ready to cut out my fabric. Changes that we made to this bodice. I had put up a video about how I forgot to put seam allowance on there, and I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't be bothered. So I went and I made changes to one side of this fabric. Okay. I don't know why I can't move her. She's solid. So originally, this is where my side dart was, and it was loose up here, and I actually tried this on myself, and there was gaping here. So what I did was I took some of the fabric out of the armhole, so I added a dart here to be able to correct my pattern, and I extended the dart from here to here. And it actually goes closer to my bust apex when it's actually on me. So I extended that, and then taken in some of the shoulder. All right. And then on the back, I don't know why I didn't realize this thing was so hard to change. Hold on. On the back, I took in probably like a ½ inch out of here. And then, as you can see, the back dart stops low. I actually went and I increased the back dart. So I made those changes actually on the pattern, and this is just my mock-up that I am now doing this to. My fabric is now on the table. I've done what I needed to do to press it. So my fabric is ready for cutting. But I realized that although my fabric is ready for cutting, I am now in a little of a dilemma. So for some reason, I thought this pattern was on the bottom of, or like the bottom of the top of this fabric. I didn't realize it was all along the edges. So I need to rethink for a moment how I want the placement of the pieces to go. I think I already redid this, what I wanted to for the sides. This is going to be top, that's going to be bottom, that's going to work. But then I need to rethink of how I want the top and the bottom. So I think that's been my hesitation cutting this out. Because I love the fabric. Yes, it's bright. I'm a fabric 10, honey. I like my bright colors. But I want to make sure that everything works out. So I think I've come up with a plan. Not quite sure. All right, let me get the cutting. Okay. I decided that I wanted to add pockets. I don't know why I didn't think of this when I was first doing the pattern, because any dress I do, I want pockets. So I found a pocket recipe that I had and then added some interfacing. I know it doesn't go all the way to the top, but at the end of the day, I pieced it together. So I added interfacing to my pockets. And I need to put this together. All right, so pockets. This is my front lining. One of the things that I did was to increase the dart. So my dart is here, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I did go ahead and make sure that my dart was done, and I added the front, to my front lining, I added interfacing around the edges. Okay, so front lining. This is my back lining. One of the things I did want to make sure I completed in this project was to make sure that the placing of the fabric made sense. And I don't know what it will completely look like until I finish, but this is the back lining, and my back lining got close to what I wanted. I had to start playing some pattern Tetris, because what I have realized is for my pattern, I thought this particular part of the pattern was only like on the border, like the bottom, but it wasn't. It was on the established edge. So because of that, I had to change the grain line for the skirt. I hope hopefully it works out. It won't be that big of a deal, but I had to cut it because I want this on the bottom and for this to be my top. My front piece, my back pieces, I went ahead and put some interfacing here as well for my zipper. So those are my back pieces. This is my front. This is my back. And one of the things I did on my pieces, because I didn't end up using the move fabric pattern, is I went in and made sure that it wasn't just this straight line that came to a point, that it was more of a curve here. Because the more and more I look at the Bridgerton garments on the show, I see that they did this little curve and it wasn't just straight point. So I wanted to do that too. And then I want to see what it looks like. So my back pieces, and then my sleeves. And my sleeves are puff sleeves. So, of course, it's going to be a lot of volume. So we'll see how that works out for me. That's what our next step is. I am going to head over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to start working on my darts for each one of the pieces. So you can't see it well here, but my darts, I want to go and I want to do a little bit more precision with my darts. So I'm going to take my time in doing each one of them. I watched some dart videos, and I think I'm going to use some of the techniques that I found, and I'll let you guys know which ones work the best. So I'm going to start with working on my darts. So this is my back, and what I want to do...
Are you doing a video right now?
I am, but you still can come give me a hug. I love you. Listen, I always want you at your best and to be your best. I don't fuss because I want to. I fuss because I want you to be your best. Okay? All right. I love you. Bathroom because I'm trying to feel something, but I'm also listening to my kids try to tell on each other now that me and my husband are up and moving. So whatever. All right, it's Saturday. I'm trying to get back at it. Okay. So an update on my Bridgerton dress because I've been working on it and then I got sick and then I messed up and then it's been a then and a then. Got everything done, cut out my fabric for the dress and it didn't fit. I wanted to cry because I had just enough fabric to, don't ever do this, people. Don't ever just buy just enough fabric for your project because you will mess up every single time. And I think originally in my mind, I bought extra fabric, but I lengthened the length of the dress. So because I did that, I ran out of fabric. So then I had to buy new fabric. I've been sick, but I also been afraid to cut into my new fabric because I went back, did revisions to the mock-up, tried it on, it worked, but then now I'm afraid to cut it. My sister reminded me when I talked to her that we are scared of stuff, but we do it anyway. So I'm gonna go cut this fabric. That's what I'm doing with my Saturday. I'm gonna get this Bridgerton dress done because I'm tired of it being in my head. It's living rent-free in my head because it's not done. So hopefully I can get it done or somewhat almost done today. That is the plan, folks. All right, so I got a few minutes to myself today. So you know what I'm about to do. I'm about to sew. I am very happy on where we're at. I got my skirt portion. And yes, there's pockets. All right. So I got my skirt portion halfway done. It's not done. It's halfway done. Huh? So we'll finish that up today. Okay, so this is how she's looking. I need to go and gather this skirt. She has her pockets, so her pockets are there. I need to figure this out because it's bothering me. So when you look at it, it's not sitting right. And I think I need to go in and cut it so it can lay right. I don't know what the solution is for that. So I got to figure that out. So if you know a solution for that, let me know. But I'm going to do that. And then I need to attach the bodice to the skirt after I do the gathering for the skirt. So let's go take care of that. Okay.